Hey there, folks, and welcome back. Today it's going to be a short vlog. It is vlog day. Just to update you guys on what's going on. The last vlog was me telling you about the fucking bad luck I've been having. And it sort of continues, but, you know, I'll explain that right now. So let's go. Last week's vlog, I explained how I got sick for one night. It was kind of like, I thought maybe it was just something that didn't agree with my stomach that I ate that night. But as the week went on, I started getting more fatigued and more stomach cramps and all that stuff, tiredness. And, you know, I was thinking, I'm like, why isn't this going away? So what I was thinking is maybe this could be a stomach ulcer, or maybe a stomach flu or a stomach infection or something. And you know, I started kind of, you know, looking into it seriously. So you know, I was like, all right, well, it's getting better. Let me just say that right off the bat, so no one's worried about me. No, it is getting better. Slowly but surely. As I said in the last blog, I have arthritis, so it does mess up the immune system. It makes it overpowered, or underpowered. It doesn't, sometimes it's underpowered. So overactive, right? So when I get sick, sometimes it lasts for a little bit longer than a normal person would, have symptoms for. So I'm thinking maybe it's a stomach ulcer. I did check. Now, TMI, so just a warning ahead of time, so you're all not grossed out by what I'm about to say, but there's no blood in my urine or stool, which is a good thing. That's a good sign. That means it's nothing real serious, right? So I'm thinking maybe just a minor stomach ulcer or a stomach flu, right? So if it gets worse, which it's not, it's kind of getting better. I'm getting more energy now, and it's good. But if it gets worse, I am gonna have to call the doc up and say, listen, what's going on? Jam a camera down my throat, right? But we'll get there when we need to get there, right? But for right now, I'm doing all right. I'm doing pretty good. So it's just been a Pepto-Bismol and water diet for me for this past few days. But yeah, I'm actually in my old, or what will be my old workshop, and I just want to show you some stuff around. So let's take a look. So I'm working on guitars. So this is my old workshop, right? See how cramped it is in here? It's like, I want to say it's an 8 foot by, I don't know, maybe a 12. Nah, maybe a 10. That's a 10 foot from there to there. So it's like an 8 by 10 foot like room, right? It's tiny. It's cramped. I got the bandsaw there. I got the spindle there. The disc and belt there. Oh, that's my new workbench, by the way. It is nice. It is nice. And the one I'm building is a 12 by 10, which is going to be really nice. It's like double this, in length. So I'll have so much more room now to do what I need to do. But I'm working on a neck now. This is quilted maple. This is just gorgeous right here. I need to unclamp it because I did a scarf joint, which I like scarf joints. I don't like flat headstocks. Like the tellies and all that stuff. The basic trem, not the floating trem, but just the basic fender trem headstock. I don't like it. So I like to do angled headstocks. So scarf joints are something scary your first time doing them. Luckily I've done a bunch of them and I'm comfortable with them now, but they're scary things to do. But this bad boy right here, this badass, has made it so much more easier to do those, because you got a flat surface to sand on, and you need a flat surface to sand the joint. So I got that, and oh yeah, Tiny, tiny, tiny little plane. Look at the size of this little thing. It's so tiny. I love it. But yeah, I'm doing a Purple Heart. See down here. I don't know if you can see, my freaking shadow's in the way. That's all my lumber, by the way. But yeah, Purple Heart. This is going to be the fretboard. This is purple wood. Purple Heart. It is a very hard wood. And I've heard it's rather toxic too. But not in the way, not like in a serious way, but I heard that, you know, it can cause irritation, but I'm not sure. This is actually figured poplar, which is really cool. It's got nice crotch figuring in here, which is really nice. It looks pretty. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet, because you can't really make a fretboard out of poplar. It's just way too soft of a wood. But I'm going to do something with it, and it should look nice. Down there, that's my body blank with Purple Heart top, as you can see. It's a Purple Heart top with a Sapele body. Now I got to kind of trim the Sapele body, because a body, the thicker, well, I want to say the thickest a body should be that's not like a Les Paul or, you know, something crazy like that is about 42 millimeters thick, right? With the top, this is more like 45. So I got to trim some down a little bit so it's not as bulky as a Les Paul is, or, you know. So I got to do that. So I'm working on it. We're getting progress here. I'm getting progress, but I bought new clamps too, so now I have about 50 clamps. Which, in guitar building, you can never have too many clamps, let me tell you something. So I've been just going on a binge of new tools and, you know, workshops and all this stuff, so, yep. I actually just bought a fret spacing rule right here, so you can accurately measure out your fret distances. And this son of a bitch, holy shit, this, if you've never seen a saw, this son of a bitch here, this is a Japanese saw, right? And it's got bigger teeth on this side and finer, smaller teeth on this side. This son of a bitch cuts like butter, even through the hardest of woods. It cuts. That's a scary saw right there. But it works. And, you know, I've got, this is a necessity. It's a notch straight edge. You need this for fret leveling. And I got a tiny saw here, which this is for fret cutting. Cutting out the fret slots. It's really thin. It's like a razor. So that's for cutting out fret slots and stuff. And this is for metal. This saw here is cutting metal and stuff. You know, fret end nippers right there. And I got this old saw right here. This is just a regular hand saw. It's old though. I like antique stuff. I like antique tools. Like these two are very old planes right here. This one and this one. Very old. My grandfather gave me those planes. So they're very old planes, and they're beautiful. They're just beautiful. So yeah, quick vlog, folks. I just wanted to update you. And yes, you know, some of these things you say, we don't need to hear that. But this is my life, and I'm vlogging my life. And I told you that from the very beginning of the rebirth of this channel, that this was going to be vlogging my life, whether it's bad or good, nasty, whatever. So, just an update. I am feeling a little bit better, you know. Still have some effects, you know, but they're getting better. So, I guess we'll see next week how I feel. It's either I'm in the hospital getting surgery done, or I'm just fine, and we'll continue on. I don't know, but like I said, it's nothing serious. I don't think it's anything serious. I don't feel like I'm dying. It's just stomach flu kind of stuff, you know, or an ulcer, you know, and I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like a small stomach ulcer, which those can be curable, you know. It's no big deal. But anyway, that's going to be it for me today. This is Synthetic. We'll talk to you next week. Blah.